Hi everyone. Today we bring you to our weekly insights on how can we edit flex tables in watergems. Capricorn Technologies, having a legacy of over 3 decades and having global presence in 4 continents, is a partner of choice for AEC industry. We provide software technologies covering entire building lifecycle from conceptualization, design, engineering, construction, and operation and maintenance, including consultancy, training, implementation, and exceptional technical support. Myself, Devanshi Garg, Solution Specialist in Water and Wastewater at Capricorn Technologies, New Delhi, will present you with weekly insights. So today we will see some tips and tricks on FlexTables in watergems. These tips can save your time if you know how to use them. So the first tip that we will be covering in our today's session is how to sort arrows. So for doing that, we will go to any column heading. For example, if you want to sort this column length scaled, then for doing that you will have to just simply right click here, and as soon as you will right click you will find this option of sort here, and from here you can sort it according to your choice in ascending order or descending order. For example, if I want to sort it in ascending order, then I will click ascending, and you can see that it has been sorted in the ascending order. So then next tip is how you can add or remove column from your flexed table. So for doing that, we have two methods. So first method is you can see this icon here of edit. So for as soon as you'll click on this option here, this type of window will open in front of you, and it is having two columns here. First is available columns and second one is selected columns. So available columns shows all the properties that are present in the water gems, and selected column shows the properties that are currently added in your flex table. So for example, now I want to add this age calculated property to my flex table. So for doing that, I will just click on age calculated and click on this single arrow of add, and you can see that it has been added to your selected columns, and I'll click OK. And as soon as I'll click on OK, you can see here that your age calculated column has been added to your flex table. And for removing this column from a flex table, again, the same procedure. I'll go to this edit option here, and from selected columns, I'll select this age calculated and this single arrow of remove. And you can see that it has been again added to this available columns, and you'll click OK. And after clicking OK, you can see that that column has been removed from your flex tables. So this was the first method for adding or removing column from your flex table. Now, second method is you will just have to simply right click on any column, and here you will find this option of add column. Now suppose I want to add length to my flex tables, and since length is a physical property, so I will find length under this physical option. So as soon as I'll click on physical, you can see these are the physical options available that I can add it to my flex table. So from here I want to add length, suppose. So as soon as I'll click on the length, you can see that this length option has been added to your flex table. And in the same manner, you can remove this also. You will just right click and you can find this option of remove column here, and you can remove it also. So you can see that it has been removed from your flex table. So now the next tip that I'm going to cover is how to apply filter on selected rows and columns. So first we'll talk about rows. So if you want to apply some filter on the rows, so for doing that, you will have to just select the rows. And after selecting the rows, when you will right click on it, you can find this option here of open on selection. And as soon as you will click on it, from here, only those rows will be opened that you have selected. And from here, this icon you can see here, options. From here, you can create the selection set of these particular rows, and you can make any edit that you want to do. So this is how you can make edit to your, you can apply filter on your rows. And for returning, you will again do the same, and you will click here on open on all rows. And as soon as you will do that, you will return to your previous window. Then this is how I applied filter on the rows. Now for applying the filter on the columns, what we will do is we will just right click on any column, and from here you can see this filter here. When I will click here, you can find these options are custom, by query, and reset. So when I click on the customs here, then you can apply filter from here. This is the flow option on which I am applying the filter. So for example, I want to I want that flow. I want to see only that flow which is less than 10 or more than 10. Any filter you can apply according to your choice. For example, I am just randomly taking an example, for example, less than, and I write some random value here, 10, and I click OK. So you can see as soon as I applied the filter on this column, you can see only those values are available here which are less than 10. No more than value which is more than 10 is available here. And for resetting it, for coming back to your previous flex table, what you'll have to do is you will again right click here and you will go to this filter. You can see that this filter is active currently. So for doing that, we will just simply reset it. And it is asking you, are you sure you want to reset the active filter? And yes. And as soon as you will do that, all your values will be reflected here in your column. So this is how you can apply a filter on your rows and columns. Then next that I will be covering is how you can freeze your column. Now suppose I want that this column of mine is freezed. I mean, when I'm moving it like this, then it should not move and rest of the columns should move. So for doing that, what I will do is I will right click here, and here you will find this option of freeze column. And as soon as I'll click on it, and after this, when I will scroll through this, you can see that my diameter column has been freezed and it is not moving, and rest all the columns are moving. So this is how you can freeze column in your flex tables. And for removing this, you can just simply unfreeze your all columns. So this was the tip of how you can freeze your column. Then next and last feature that I will be covering for today's video is search option. So for doing that, you will have to go to this binocular icon here. You can see this binocular option here. So as soon as you will click on it, you can just simply type here whatever you are searching for, and it is having some options here ki match, you want to match for entire cell contents or you want to match in your particular selection. For example, you know that you want to search in this particular column only, in the label only, then I will just right click on the label, I will select this column, and then I will go to this binocular option. And here, for suppose I want to search for P1, and it is already selected at search in selection and find next. So you can see that every label in which it is appearing P1, it is showing me that. So this is how you can search any of your pipe with the help of this option. So these are the tips and tricks that I have covered in today's video, and I hope you guys had an insightful session. And also, we shall be coming back with next insights on how to combine models with submodel import. Thank you so much. Feel free to reach out to us for any query, suggestions, or topic you would want to discuss. We would be glad to hear from you. See you next week. Thank you.